Hi folks, it's Darla with Loving and Living Maine. I'm going to do this real quick because it's May. We have a beautiful sunny day and I want to get outside. So, as some people know, I have lost 70 pounds, right around there. That's why this is fitting so big. And it started off with the shot, and I know that that's very controversial. I'm not recommending it, and I'm saying it's what worked for me. But also in this journey for over a year, March was a year, I've eaten fresh fruits and salads, vegetables. I grow my own, or I should say we grow our own. And the meats that I buy, I don't typically get at the grocery store. I do buy local stuff that doesn't have, they don't have hormones and stuff shot up into them and stuff. They're just grown organically or naturally, pasture raised, that kind of thing. There's only two of us. I know not everybody can do that, but there's only two of us, so it works for us. We're in Maine. We have fresh seafood, and mainly, no pun intended. Honestly, folks, if it comes in a box or a can, I try so hard to avoid it because I just feel like whatever's in those preservatives, whatever that garbage is that we weren't eating even 50 years ago, we were hardly eating it, or maybe that's kind of when it began. I don't know. We didn't have the weight problems. If you go into an antique store, look at their hats and their dresses and their clothing. It's small, but people weren't just starving to death because it was the Depression or anything like that. It was because we didn't have so much garbage in our food and in our systems. So with that being said, I have been keeping my sourdoughs in the refrigerator because I haven't been making as much bread, but I do bake my own bread. I bake my own desserts. I eat dessert often, actually. Everything that I eat, I kind of make myself, and I know it's time consuming. And the other thing is I don't eat a lot. I try not to just overdo it. But I enjoy what I do eat, and that's what's important. This is my white sourdough. It's from San Francisco, and it's made from the King's flour. I'm not represented by anybody, so I don't know the name of it exactly. It's King's something. If you know your flour, you know what I'm talking about. And then I have a wheat, and that one's my Alaska one. Both of these are over 100 years old. The San Francisco one is actually over 200 years old. Now, I'm taking off some of the tops, the extra. It's actually not even that bad. It was kind of even bubbled up. It's called the discard, and for a reason. And I'm gonna discard this stuff here. And actually, it's looking pretty good, but I'm gonna discard right around the edges because it gets kind of funky on this one. I don't know what it is about the wheat. The wheat gets funkier than the white every single time because I've done this more than once. And I don't know what it is. It just happens that way. Does anybody else know why? Now, I know I could use different spatulas and make this quicker, but this is my favorite one because it has edges on it that just work so perfectly around the jar. Okay, so the key here is to use equal parts, typically, of flour and water. And so I already have my cup measured with the flour. That equals the water. And then we just give it a good stir. Where are you from? I'd really like to know. And is it springtime where you're at? We lost a chicken yesterday. It was so sad. She was such a beauty. Oh my gosh. Her name was Priscilla. She was a type of houdan. They call it a houdan. And we're not even sure what happened. And the weird thing is she was kind of beat down in the water when we found her last. We were taking care of her. We had her in sick bay. I think I have her on one of my videos. Maybe not. Folks, I make a lot of videos, and a lot of them get deleted because they're just, I don't think they're good enough. They're already bad enough as it is because I am so new at this. I'm trying to figure out how to edit. I'm trying to use the gimbal, and my son came over, Vinny came over for Mother's Day. It was so wonderful. And when he came over, he showed me how to use my video camera, take out the SIM card, put it in the laptop, and that was all good. And then when I did it myself, stuff popped up like I have to buy a subscription, and now I'm kind of wondering, like, do I do that? What do I do there? And so, I don't know. Suggestions, love suggestions. Okay, one more, the wheat. And here's the deal. Once this is done, later on tonight, my plan is to make hamburger buns, homemade hamburger buns. Now, I know I posted them. I need to do a little bit more of that. I know I did that wrong. I posted my last ones on Facebook. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have did it here. They were restaurant beautiful. I mean, they were like brioche style. They were so beautiful and so delicious. And it was healthy because I don't have preservatives. So that's the best part. Let's get some muscle into this, right? And get it over with. So folks, if you like anything about this, please hit the like button. I'd really like it if you'd subscribe. I don't know what's going to happen in life. 60 years old and I'm making videos. This cracks me up, actually. Okay, this one looks really good too. There's my, take a look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You guys can see that. It's really lovely. I'm gonna leave them both out. Did I show you the sourdough? I mean the San Francisco white sourdough? I'm gonna leave them both out there. It's already starting to ferment. Now you don't ever tighten them up completely. You don't want an explosion because you got all those gases and stuff in there. I have been in the refrigerator just putting the first little hook on it, so I'm not sealing it completely, and I'm going to try that now. So it's not completely sealed, it's just partially. Now I might regret this. I'll let you know. If it explodes in any way, I will video it and let you see what happened. And before we go anywhere else, I'm going to show you my eggs that I'm incubating. Now, I'm going to try to take this with me for the first time. And you guys get to see my messy house here. I guess what? I don't have anything. It's messy. Okay, so this is a spare bedroom, obviously. Now this is an incubator I found up in the barn, up way up high, in like an attic of a barn. Here, I don't even have good lights on in here. I mean, look at my light source. Isn't that a great light source? This is the kids' room. Well, they're adult kids when they come to visit. But these are my eggs in the incubator. Hopefully you can see I have quail eggs. I have some buff eggs in there, buff Orpingtons. And I have some I am Samanis. I am Samanis are the all black bird, where they're not just black beak or feet, it's and feathers. It's everything. Their eyes, their meat, the whole kit and caboodle, except for their eggs. If you see black eggs from I am Samanis being sold on eBay or Craigslist or anywhere else, just don't do it. It's fake. Now, with all this being said, 5 days before they're supposed to hatch, I walk in there I don't know why my incubator went haywire, but it was 110 degrees in there, and you really want it at 99.5 degrees. So I don't even know if they're going to make it. I hope they do. I did candle them, which means you put the egg up to the light and it shows the inside of the egg. I probably should have done it while I was in there to show you. One moved. Now, so I have hope, but we'll see. Well, that's it. Again, I hope you liked something out of this. If you have any questions about my diet, about my sourdough, about living in down East Maine, ask away. I'll answer. Okay? You guys have a great day.